angels and demons, Heather here. Sorry for not uploading this video sooner. My Halloween was, whoa, it was crazy. Like, my dog went to the vet and then he died. And yeah, it was very depressing. I had a very rough Halloween and first day of November. Yeah. But I'm doing a lot better now. So now it is time for me to upload this video and to tell this story. I was originally going to tell the story at the time I pepper sprayed a clown, but then I found these note cards, and one of the note cards was about a ghost in my house. Now, before the house I lived in previously, back when I lived in Arizona, the rental house. Now, before I continue with the story, a little thing I need to add is that in my religion, when you go to a new house, you bless the house. But when you move to a new house, you bless the house. But you can only do this if you own the house. So when we moved into this rental house, we couldn't bless the house. Now, before we moved into this house, a friend of mine who lived outside the cul-de-sac of this house told me that it was haunted. Of course, I was all like, oh, okay, that's cool, but didn't really believe her. And the whole time I stayed at that house, I just felt very uneasy, especially in my room. There were a ton of times and I just felt like I was being watched. It was just, of course, back then I just thought maybe it was just teenage hormones or something, because I lived in this house from ages 12 until 18. So yeah, those rough years. I just thought it was that. But no, after we moved out of this house, I was talking with my parents, and turns out I wasn't the only one who felt this. It was most of us pretty much felt it. We felt that something was wrong with this house. Now, one of the rumors about this house before we moved in was that it was haunted by a ghost cat, and that it appeared in 3 rooms of the house. It showed up once in the kitchen. Another time, it showed up again in my room, and it didn't show up again, but in my brother's room there is this mural of a jungle, and the third time it showed up, it made the tiger, was it a tiger, or yeah, I think it was a tiger painting. It made it move its head. So yeah, whenever I felt uneasy, it was in my room. So there were many times and I just couldn't sleep. In fact, I've had nightmares about ghosts, specifically in my house, in this house. When I don't usually have nightmares about ghosts, but I had nightmares about ghosts when I was in this house. And whenever I did have these ghost stories, these ghost nightmares, it would always be, the dreams would take place in the house. So yeah, it freaked me out. Apparently, I'm very sensitive to this type of thing. I'm not saying like I'm psychic or anything, but I'm a little sensitive when it comes to like these sort of things, because my grandma was the same thing. So yeah, and my mom felt it too. There were times when she felt really uneasy about being in the house, and she did also had the feeling of being watched. But when it comes to the scariest moment of this house and these ghosts in our house, or whatever presence was in this house, was, well, my dad. My dad really likes to work on cars. And one night, he told me this story, and he definitely believes that there is such things as ghosts. So one night he was working on something on his car, and he saw like a dark, shadowy figure at the end of the cul-de-sac, and he felt that it was a very dark presence, and he did not want to be outside much longer. He could feel like it could get closer, so that's when he went back inside the house. And he did not come out for the rest of the night. Now, who knows? if that was a ghost or not, but he definitely felt like it was a dark presence. And in my family, we tend to go, okay, if there's something wrong, if we're feeling something wrong, then let's not try it, type of thing. Call us paranoid, but hey, at least everything's okay. So yeah, that was my experience of me growing up in a haunted house. Sorry I couldn't really say any more. I do have this one video back in an old channel that was a family channel where we did a little ghost hunting thing with my little brother's friend. If you guys want to check it out, I'll put a link in it down the description below if you guys want to watch it. This was like when I was like 13 or 14, I don't know, roughly around this time. And it's probably crappy, but hey, if you guys are curious about it, go check it out. But anyway, have a good day, and may angels be with ya.